Hello, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing with you all of the meals that we had for this week, since we are starting the Three Rivers Challenge, which is the use what is in your pantry and your house and try not to go to the grocery store for however long you desire. You can go check out Jessica's video where she basically says there are no rules, you just participate and try to rotate the food in your pantry. I really want to make sure that what I've put up I'm using, and I've pretty much been doing a lot of this for a few months, and then I did a kind of restock grocery haul that should be up by now and you can check it out. So this kind of goes in, so this video kind of plays after that because there are just some things that I purchased that will be used this week. Okay, without further rambling, today is Sunday, January 1st. It's also Sunday, like I just mentioned, which means getting up and getting it to church was our first priority, and we kind of picked out on meals last night, it being New Year's Eve, so I've got nothing to show for you for breakfast, and I came home with a migraine, so I came home from church and went to bed, and it was whatever leftovers are in the fridge you can have for dinner. Now I'm about to show you dinner, which we are doing a Chinese food theme for this new year. So we have pot stickers. My daughter made a keto orange chicken that was kind of a flop, but it's still good. We're still gonna eat it. Some mushrooms and some other things, so I will share with that. Just kind of wanted to introduce what's going on here, so stay tuned. I'm going to share with you 1 week at a time what we are eating in the month of January and February and participating in the Three Rivers Challenge. Editing Shalice here. January 2nd, I went down to, well, and daughter, we are working on projects and I'm editing while doing this. Fun times, fun times. January 2nd, I went down to Indy to pick my daughter. Yeah, I picked my daughter up. I picked my sister up from the airport. And so they were on their own. My husband was home that day. So, oh, I know, he made omelets. He made his, what we call Dad's famous omelets for brunch. We got home for brunch and we did have that, but immediately after that I got a call to go help somebody from our church. So I went up there to help her and I got back very late because I got stuck in fog. So fun times, fun times. So when I got home, I was honestly just emotionally drained at that point. I've gotten stuck in a blizzard at this point, and then I was stuck in fog. I was done. So I went to bed and I said, y'all need to figure out dinner, and I have no idea what they did. So that was Monday. Tuesday, I got a call Monday to remind me that the next day, Tuesday, January 3rd, was my dental procedure. For some reason, I thought it was later on this month. So I was not prepared, and so Monday morning I believe I made everybody eggs and muffins, something, I don't remember, to be honest. And then I came home from my procedure about lunchtime. No idea what they had for lunch that day either, because I came home, I said watch a movie, and I went to bed. And then for dinner, I know what dinner was because I was preparing myself for that, and that was a roast. So there was roast in the crock pot, and I ate leftover soup. So that covers Monday, Tuesday, and now I believe we're on to Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, January 4th, and for dinner, which is kind of like or I'm sorry, not for dinner, for lunch, which is ending up our brunch, we did ham and cheese sliders. This is the last one. They've all been inhaled. I also am making some, what is this, zucchini. I'm making some zucchini. Some of us are having Brussels sprouts and ham, leftover Christmas ham, and or just the Brussels sprouts and the sliders. I'm still recovering from a pretty intense dental thingamabob, so I am back to leftovers. This is just that mashed cauliflower that I made a few nights ago. The gnocchi is pretty soft, so I can eat that. And so that's just what I'm having, and I'm drinking some bone broth that I've been making and preparing for here. So that's what I'm going to have, and that's what everybody else had. I will see you at dinner. Good morning. It is Friday, January 6th. I'm very tired, but I'm up, still recovering. I was not kidding when I said this was going to take a while to recover from. But I do know that I did not get anything filmed for what we ate yesterday. So, and yesterday was very crazy. It's the story of my life. Talking can be fun. So I woke up and I found out that a young mama in our church who's very pregnant ended up with food poisoning. So I dashed, got her kids, and brought them back, which is wonderful. I'm glad to be able to do that. It's the kind of thing my mom would do, and it's the kind of thing we loved having growing up, was the idea that we would be available for everybody, and I can do that being a stay-at-home mom. So went and got the kids. There was banana bread that I made the day before and orange cranberry bread that I made the day before that anybody could have for breakfast with whatever else they want. I went and got the kids, came back. We did boxed mac and cheese for lunch. We went simple, we went easy. We had 3 babies, 2 and under here. I did have a cancellation for one of my babysitting kids, so we did mac and cheese. So we used up the 2 boxes that I got from the food pantry. We used 3 boxes that I had picked up from the Amish salvage store grocery haul. So we did that for lunch, and then I did get a small clip of dinner, which was potato and leek soup, and that's something that I could eat, and it was delicious, and very few leftovers. So we did that with some garlic bread. And now we're on to Thursday morning, and I'm going to be making some blueberry muffins. Now it is Friday morning. Thank you. It's Friday morning, and we're making some blueberry muffins with the blueberries that we got from the food pantry. And this is the day that my piano teacher comes, so it'll get a little crazy and chaotic because I keep an eye on her 2 kids while she's graciously teaching my older 2 some science, and then everybody piano lessons. So I keep an eye on the kids, so I know it's going to get too crazy to film, but that's the plan. We're going to do blueberry muffins for breakfast, and then for lunch it's going to be ham and cheese sliders, which was what we had a few days ago. So I did purchase more of those buns when I was out and about, because several kids did not get as many as they would have liked, and I was like, you know what, this is the last of it, and I have so much ham to use up, I'm purchasing it. So I did have a $4 purchase, because they're not expensive, but everything else was free. Okay, so if I don't get back to you, that is what is for breakfast, and that is what is for lunch. Okay, it's dinner time, and I just realized I have not filmed, but like I talked about last night, I did do blueberry muffins for breakfast. There was no special recipe. I just Googled blueberry muffin recipe on Google and used the first one. They weren't spectacular, but they did the job. Then for lunch, I made the ham and cheese sliders that I talked about. That was done. That was great. And then I just had some leftover potato and leek soup from yesterday. Then tonight we are having this chicken. This whole chicken actually came to us yesterday from an older couple that did a different food pantry and brought their stuff yesterday afternoon, which would be Thursday afternoon. So most of the time I do mobile food pantries on Wednesday. This was Thursday afternoon. So there was a whole chicken in there. There was 5 bags of these Brussels sprouts that definitely need to be used sooner rather than later. I used 3 for tonight. No, 2. I used 2 for tonight. And I just cooked them in my cast iron with a little bit of lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. We had that with the chicken that I threw in the crock pot this morning. and I'm cooking up the last of potato wedges. This is a recipe that I love a lot. My canner is going. Come on. It's a recipe that I love a lot. I will probably just type it up and put it up for you because it's got a lot of different notes and I don't remember where I got it. I've had it for a while. Because I'm still doing soups, I had actually the tomato soup that we're canning up now. I'm kind of using this, but adapted. And this just came with my canner. And this says do not increase the onion, pepper, or mushrooms, and I did not. So I'm kind of adapting that and making that a more tomato soup kind of consistency. And then what I would just do is I would add like some heavy whipping cream and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I had for dinner. That's what we did for today. A lot of it mobile food pantry items, even the potatoes were. And even me for dinner tonight with the tomato soup, those were all the tomatoes I got from the food pantry. So that was great. Didn't use up anything in my pantry, but that worked out well for tonight. Okay, so we're back to another day that I forgot to film, which was Saturday. Saturday ended up being another full day where I was not home most of the day. It's not what I enjoy doing most, but it has seemed lately that it's been my life. So, let's see, for breakfast, I believe it was like cottage cheese and applesauce and yogurt and cereal, if anybody had cereal and whatnot. And then for lunch, I was not home, and I asked my husband to make sure that anything that was in the fridge could be used up. And I know that they did like make sure New Year's Day leftovers were being used up. I think there was still a little bit of soup. I'm trying to see whatever. There was some mac and cheese from the huge pot that we had made the night before, or the couple of days before when everybody was over. So again, it was just a lot of leftovers that day. And then for dinner, Saturday night, you remember what we had for dinner?
What do you mean for Saturday?
I do not remember what we did for dinner Saturday night. I have absolutely no idea. I know I was canning tomato soup that night. I have absolutely no idea, so I cannot tell you about Saturday, but that's what we were doing Saturday. Now let's wrap this video up. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm using some of this meat that I browned up earlier this week. These are some of the cans that I really have wanted to use up. You can tell by the layer of dust they need to be done. So I'm going to make an adapted taco soup using all of these ingredients. I just put it all into the crock pot and cooked it on low. I also made a batch of taco salad for anybody that wanted it. I know not everybody likes taco soup in my family, so this one worked well for me and anybody else that wanted it, and anybody that would prefer taco salad was more than welcome to do that. But yep, I thought it turned out pretty darn good. We had it working out for everybody and even some leftovers so that I can continue eating it throughout this week. Okay, hopefully I will do better this week at filming for you. Again, this is not my strength. If you've been here on my channel, you know that about me. But I'm trying to get better, and I thank you for watching today's video, and stay tuned. And I will have more videos to share with you here shortly. Good night.